First off, I just wanted to say congratulations if you won your week. I did not, LOL. One thing I will say is that anything goes in the playoffs, make sure you are focusing on players who are still on teams in the playoffs or playoff hunt. Players on teams that have been eliminated come with some risk, as players such as Calvin Ridley and Deshaun Watson.
And your t-shirts are too tight too, Billy!
Because teams may bench them or take them out at any point because they do not have anything to play for other than draft pick seeding. So we are going to cover the LA Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders tonight. Let's start off with the Chargers. The Chargers, Justin Herbert, quarterback, is the number QB8 right now. He is facing a Raiders team giving up 19.12 points to the position. The last time he faced the Raiders in Week 9, Herbert had 32.50 fantasy points. He was 28 of 42 for 326 passing yards and 2 TDs, and also rushed for 24 yards on 5 attempts. The Las Vegas Raiders have allowed a 62.9% completion percentage, 6th best in the NFL, but Herbert ranks 8th in pressure completion with 48.1 to quarterbacks.
Today, Junior?
Vegas has also given up the 8th most passing yards in the league. Vegas is also the 3rd worst in blitz percentage for defense with a 19.3%, but ranked 4th best in QB hurries percentage. On to Austin Ekeler, the running back. He's a target monster since he returned in Week 12. His last 3 weeks are 9 targets, and 16 targets. His last 3 games are 22.6 points, 10.8, and 23.9. You probably see more targets tonight with Mike Williams probably not playing and Keenan Allen being limited. He's facing a Raiders team that is allowing the 8th most rushing yards on the year. Giving up 128.1 rushing yards a game, as well as giving up the 4th most rushing yards per attempt with a 4.7 yard average. Wide receiver Keenan Allen, if he plays, he may possibly be limited, but he is the wide receiver 5. He's facing a Raiders defense that is ranked 21st for fantasy points against wide receivers with 37.92. But they have given up 16 touchdowns total for the year, which is 4th most to the position and the 11th most receiving yards. Mike Williams is probably not going to play. He is questionable, but it's trending that he's not going to play. Hunter Henry is the tight end 6 in the league overall. He's facing a Raiders defense that has allowed 11.41 points to the position for 12th best in the league. But Vegas has allowed 4 touchdowns to the position for 9th best in the league. But in the past 4 weeks, they are the 8th worst to the position, giving up 13.09 points to the tight end position. On to the Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr is facing an LA Chargers team that has allowed 19.52 points to the position for 10th worst. But they are the 8th best in passing yards allowed for the year. Chargers also rank dead last in blitz percentage. Last 4 weeks has been great for Derek Carr, 36.1, 45.35, a bad game of 5.95, and 33.65. His opponents were Indy, the Jets, Atlanta, and Kansas City. Josh Jacobs is the RB10. He's facing a Chargers defense that ranks 12th worst for the season in rushing yards allowed per game with 120 yards per game. They ranked 10th in touchdowns allowed and ranked 9th for worst for yards per attempt with a 4.6 average. In the past 8 games, Jacobs has only had 15 or more carries 3 times and 19 targets for an average of 2.4 targets a game. Nelson Aguilar is also facing the Chargers defense that has allowed the 9th best in the league at 34.44 points to the position. Darren Waller is a must start. He is the tight end number 2 overall. He is facing a Chargers defense that is ranked 17th but giving up 12.40 points to the position. Darren Waller is not just a tight end, but also almost like a receiver. If there's any other questions, feel free to email us. But good luck tonight. These are my start and sits. Thank you. And as always, Armchair Fantasy Army. Follow us on Armchair Fantasy Football Podcast. Thank you.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed John Sorois's unique analysis of tonight's football game, Thursday Night Football, the Raiders versus the Chargers. Just want to let you guys know that although we do not have an episode coming out today due to the weather, big snowstorm up here in Maine, in case you didn't know, kind of hindered us a little bit. We will be releasing 2 episodes between Friday and Saturday to get you guys ready for week 2 of the playoffs, week 15 of the NFL season. We'll be there with all the content you need to be prepared and get you one step closer to winning a championship. Also, we're going to try to do some more of these little one-shot videos that are kind of easy to digest. So expect to see more of that. Expect to see more of us on YouTube. We wish you guys good luck this weekend, unless you're facing us. See ya.